There are three really big reasons that are at the root of marital breakdown from the side of the marriage partnership that the woman, the female, is contributing into. So if I offend you, good, because I'm here from the standpoint of someone who has been living behind the scenes of thousands of failed marriages. I call these corporate failures. The divorces are corporate failures. It's not so many people that get married expecting to divorce. So the very, very first reason why, if you are not married, if you're sitting up here and dreaming and planning on your wedding day, why I would say to your man or your boyfriend, your fiance, the man that you are in love with, why he should not marry you is your lack of understanding of authority. We have grown up in a society that has made it lawful, in fact, encouraged for us to just publicly oppose and rebel against authority. And if you had had this conversation with me a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I would have I would have argued you down that I was a submissive wife, that I respected my husband's authority. And on for on face value, yes, I recognize his authority from the standpoint of the created order. I understand the physiological differences between the two of us. But because I'm like smart, because I'm educated, because I'm capable, because I can figure things out for myself, I can take care of myself. A lot of that has played a role in my attitude towards my husband's authority. And I noticed that many women here in the United States, particularly those of us who are of the higher education brass, we see ourselves and our knowledge and our understanding as authority, and it is like you do have credibility in your lane, you do have your own god-given authority, but not understanding it in its totality, not understanding the relationship between the king, right, the creator of heaven and earth, the kings of the earth, the government authorities, the dignitaries of the earth, the employers, or now we have corporations, those employers and the employer employee authority, and how that is closely like mirrors the relationship that should exist between a husband and his wife, the same way it should exist between a mother and her child. We are missing it. And if you have not walked into that revelation, if you are in power struggles with your man, if you think that you have every right to challenge him and to not only challenge him but then to undermine his authority and operate independently of him, he should not marry you. He should not marry you. I recently had an event where I was invited to dinner by some colleagues, and during my lunch break, I called my husband and I had this quick little thought, like, ask him if he would be okay with you accepting this dinner invitation. The strong black woman, educated lawyer in me, the first reaction was, I do not have to ask for permission to network. I'm a business owner. Of course I can network. I don't need his permission to network. And ladies, it goes a lot deeper than what I can provide you in this really quick 10-minute snapshot of why he should not marry you. But I'm going to tell you right now that there is a way to dance with your man where he leads and you follow. And if he ain't leading, you learn how to appeal to the justice of the throne. I can't go into it right now, but it's pretty deep, and it's one of the biggest things that's destroying families today. The second reason why your man should not marry you is because you have not mastered emotional regulation. You are ruled by your emotions. You reason everything through how you're feeling. And so you explain things and you justify things according to the way that you feel, because the way that you feel is what makes things right. And this is wrong. And what ends up happening when you become a wife and you have not learned how to regulate your emotions, then you will choose to weaponize the vagina. You will choose that you are going to punish your man by not having sex with him because he's not giving you what you want. He's not doing what you want. He's not speaking to you in the way that you want him to speak to you. He's hurting your feelings. He's not letting you get your way. Whatever it is that got you in your feelings, you are now going to weaponize the vagina and you are going to punish him as though you are his mother and put him on punishment because, again, you don't understand authority. So now you're going to punish that man and you're not going to give him no booty. That's the second reason why he should not marry you. And finally, the third reason why he should not marry you is because you have not developed the conflict management skills that are necessary to navigate a lifetime partnership. If your conflict management style is to shut down, to storm out of the house, to drive off into the sunset, to refuse to talk to him for the next 3 or 4 days because of a fight, you do not have the conflict management skills necessary to be in business partnership. And yes, that's what marriage is. It is a business. You do not have the skills to be in business partnership with your man. Now think about it in your workplace. If the person that's running the company, owning the company, if you are the company owner and you run into a conflict with a vendor, with a client or a customer, and you just completely stop communicating with them, you're probably not going to be in business very long. It probably won't take long before this lack of communication is going to deteriorate the bottom line and the financial profitability of your business. It does not work in marriage. Or on the other hand, if you're the person who starts getting loud, starts making threats, start telling somebody, I don't need you, you are not fit for marriage. Nobody needs to marry you with your attitude where you're going to get loud, you're going to give neck and eye roll, and you're going to make threats about what you don't need and who you don't need. He don't need to marry you. If you are going to disagree, you're always going to see things some kind of different, right? You need a set of conflict management skills to navigate through the inevitable disagreements that happen with every relationship, whether it's a parent child relationship, whether it's a husband wife relationship, whether it's your friends or coworkers. You are going to be in conflict with someone. Having the right set of conflict management skills is foundational. I mean, it's absolutely fundamental to be able to navigate marriage, because we have to be able to communicate to our sweethearts, hey, look, I'm not agreeing with you right now and I'm not happy right now, but I still love you. Like, I'm not going to let this issue tear us apart. And until you've learned how to communicate that, you're not ready for marriage. So you may say to me, hey, Shar, I'm all of that, what you just said, and I'm already married. What do I do? Right? So if you're a husband trying to navigate, yeah, this, I may be describing your wife, or you may be a wife, and you might be grown enough to admit that this is you. Well, come on and join me in the Law for Love living room live. If you are catching this video at 6:10 Eastern on a Monday, you can go ahead and register, jump in live. If you're catching the replay, go ahead and register anyway so you can catch the replay, and let's talk about it in a more intimate setting behind the scenes. And don't forget to download 5 Steps to Converting Conflict into Connection, my free ebook that's going to lay out all the basic skill set to communicate like a real champion. I look forward to seeing you in the living room.